Welcome back to another episode of Pulpit to the Pew.
Woo,
I'm
glory.
your host. Yeah. I was gonna start off a little different, and I was gonna say I'm gonna leave every little last bit of that scratching.
His? Yeah.
But you don't look like you got any facial hair.
I
at all
don't. I
there.
just shaved yesterday.
You just shaved yesterday?
Yeah. I shave twice a week.
Oh, that must be nice.
I shaved this morning. I feel like I got to shave again.
Yeah, same.
I'm just not manly enough.
Oh, well.
But I'm your host, Brother Sean Brumfield, and I got Brother Ryan Brown
Hey, everybody.
and Babyface McGee, Brother Jonathan Mitchell.
Hello.
Happy National Cupcake Day, everybody.
That's a holiday I can get behind.
Brownies last week.
Yeah.
Cupcakes. Cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes. Cake.
You love me some cupcakes.
Wow, that's a throwback.
Cupcakes. Cake.
It's also Cat Herders Day. I feel like I heard cats sometimes.
I hate
That sounds terrible.
I hate cats.
International Tea Day.
Ew.
National Lemon Cupcake Day.
It's just getting worse.
I love this one. Today, December 15th, is National Regifting Day. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
You regifted?
Yes.
Have you ever forgot who got you the gift?
Yes.
And was afraid that you would give that person that same gift
Yes.
back? Okay. Yeah.
Nah.
So that happened not too long ago.
Real quick, because it was in my head.
Go ahead.
National Cupcake Day. How do you guys eat a cupcake?
I shoved the whole thing in my mouth in one bite.
Ditto.
Okay. I'm going to change
Do you
rip it in
do
half?
You make a sandwich?
out
I
of it?
make a sandwich.
You didn't change no game, man. My wife's been doing it
It's
for
the
19
best.
years.
It's
Actually, I'm pretty sure Anne Hathaway did that on national TV, and it became
What's a
something
TV?
like that. Okay. My
So-
monitor. It was on my monitor.
sorry. I had to.
So-
That joke was so stupid. I'm sorry. But yeah, the cupcake sandwich is my favorite way to eat a cupcake.
No, I don't. I seriously. Okay, so growing up in Sunday school, I was like 14, 15 years old.
Up in Sunday
I was
school.
dared. Somebody had made the cupcake and it had the icing. It was like, the little
swirl
icing. And somebody asked me, they said, I bet,
The little hand gestures
Yeah.
got me there.
I bet that you can't eat that without getting any of that on your mouth. The icing. I was like, really?
So you just
We're betting in Sunday school, but okay. And I shoved the whole cupcake, man, icing first. I did get a little bit right here, but yeah.
how much money did you lose?
None. We didn't bet for money. But I will tell you now
Candies.
because I figured out that I could take a whole cupcake and eat it in one bite. I do it every time.
I have a
I used to be that.
I have a
until the
confession to
sandwich.
make. I have donkey lipped that icing off.
so
Sit there and I was like,
my least favorite part of the
Stretching out that lip.
cupcake is the icing.
Really?
what? Depends on the icing.
It depends on the icing. Now, chocolate icing,
Cream cheese icing? Oh my goodness.
chocolate icing that's not whipped. I don't like whipped icing.
I don't care. I love icing. Doesn't matter what kind.
I have a
Give
preference.
me
but
that
I'll
bad
eat it all.
icing. It doesn't need to be whipped and corrected. Just
It's got a dunce cap. That's what it is initially, is a dunce cap for your cupcake.
Yeah. Oh, I know. So about the regifting thing,
Okay, sorry.
when we did Thanksgiving with my in-laws, this just here, a couple weeks ago, my brother and sister-in-law was in town for Thanksgiving, and they do because they live in Texas, so they switch. When they're in for Thanksgiving, they're not in for Christmas, and vice versa. When they're in for Christmas, they won't be in for Thanksgiving. So this year, because, and I say this, please continue to pray for my father-in-law. He's fighting cancer and stuff like that. So, but this year, because Mike has been really sick and all that, and we had this time to be together, we went and we did our Christmas after we did Thanksgiving. So we had Thanksgiving and Christmas with my in-laws
In one day.
all in one day,
Wow.
which was really fun and also stressful.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Especially when it come down to Wednesday.
I guess it would just be like Christmas Day, though. wouldn't it?
Actually, when it came down to almost Friday, when we did, because we did the day after Thanksgiving with him, and you're like, we didn't buy Christmas gifts, and we're doing gifts, like this. So, because that's a big change, right? So we're doing these gifts or whatever, And my sister-in-law gives my daughter a journal. Kennedy loves writing. It's like she's been writing a story, full-blown story in this one journal. She loves writing in the journal. So she gives her this journal. It looks nice, brand new, all that stuff and everything. Pen packs, all that stuff. It's a really good gift on top of other things, but that journal. So what was funny was Kennedy was looking at, like, she was sitting down and she pulled out the journal and it had something already written in that first page. And it was something that my wife wrote because she gave that to Leanne several years ago. And Leanne forgot. So Leanne's like, I never used it. And I put it over with the Christmas stuff. And so I just thought that I bought it and I kept it to gift it at a certain time. So when it came time, she gave the gift to my daughter. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Like, we laughed about it. There was absolutely no offense in it whatsoever.
That is funny.
Do they listen to this show?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
That is funny.
But it's fun. We all laughed about it. Like, it was absolutely hilarious.
So I'm the opposite though. I will re-gift something, but if I think even there's a slightest chance that it was somebody that the person I want to give it to gave it to me, I won't do it. I'll re-gift it to somebody I know I didn't get it from.
I've never re-gifted anything, but I immediately gave the gift away after I got it.
Hold it, man. Save it.
No. This one I was not
Money.
holding.
Money.
This one was
That's money saved.
so no. There's no reason for
Into
that. So one year at my wife's family Christmas, her Aunt Lois got my name, and
Does she
went,
listen to this podcast?
I don't know if she does or not, so we'll find out that too.
This is risky business.
Well, she knows what happened, so it's okay. Well, I got to. She got me this gift, and I opened it up, and like, there's this green blouse inside this box, and I'm like, babe, I don't think this is my gift, and we're like, well, it came from this person that has your name on it. Well, let's just go make sure. So we go and we're like, Lois, this is a blouse. She goes, well, I got it off of a men's rack. I'm sitting there. I'm like, it's a V-neck and the buttons are on the left side. This is a blouse. So now Alyssa uses it as a hair towel.
Huh. Well, I mean, that's not technically giving it away.
I gave it directly to Alyssa afterwards. I was like,
but the thing,
here you go, baby.
So,
It's Christmas
the rule with that is,
that's what I
yours,
said.
it's hers.
That's
So
what I
you
said. I've
didn't
never
really-
re-gifted it, but,
but you didn't even
immediately-
really gave it away.
But I didn't want to hold it long enough for somebody to think it was mine because I don't believe in cross-dressing,
That's funny.
even though it was my size.
Maybe it was a men's blouse.
No, I think
We are living in that day
Can I ask a question? What does it make a
That's what-
difference if the buttons are on the left side?
because
because that's women's
that's
clothing.
women's clothing.
Wow.
The blouse is button on the other.
Same
had
thing.
no
Same thing with zippers.
I had no idea.
That's how you know that it's a woman's shirt. Outside of all the other tall tale signs.
Let's just say my belly filled it and my top half didn't. I'm just kidding.
That's a picture that nobody in this
Yeah.
world needed
Yeah.
to see.
Well, just
So
imagine
wait,
me
you tried
in a
it on?
silky blouse. No, I didn't
No,
actually try it
no,
on.
I'm
I'm
not
just
imagining
joking.
that.
Well, no,
I'll come to church in it if you want me to.
No.
I'll just prove to you.
He said that it didn't fit his logo.
Well, that's because it's a V-neck.
Oh, okay.
That and I'm pear-shaped. Not really shaped like a woman. That's what I was trying to get across here.
That's what I was.
It's going everybody else's mind here. It's like, boom. Okay. All right.
Pear-shaped.
Carry on. Buttons on the right.
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
You could be wearing women's clothing right now.
I'm not. I'm in a
Nobody would
hoodie.
know it.
I'm in a hoodie.
Which could be unisex.
Yeah, well, that's fine, but it's not.
Back to the they thems, guys.
What do you mean?
Unisex.
I love hoodies.
Dude.
Yeah, I do love hoodies.
Hoodies are my favorite thing to wear.
I was going to wear a hoodie tonight. Alyssa was like, I laid you out a button-up shirt and some jeans. And I was like, I guess I'll wear that then.
You guys are dressed so nice, and I'm just in a hoodie.
Well, this is my
Well,
work.
Your work.
well,
clothes?
this is not my work attire. I've been sitting at home in my sweatpants, working, taking insurance phone calls.
Yeah, when you work from home, you don't have to
It's the bare minimum.
keep business up top.
No, not even that. Unless I suspect there's going to be a meeting, then I just throw a hoodie on or something.
Yeah.
It's true. You can be a completely different person. You know, here's the thing, though. Some guy is giving me information that is detrimental to their life, and I'm sitting in a pair of sweatpants and a pajama shirt taking care of this in my little basement. And they're thinking it's like some high-class guy all dressed up.
They're just happy you speak English.
That's, you know, that is fun.
To be 100% transparent. If I get somebody on the phone and they speak similar to me, I'm happy. I don't care what they're wearing.
Have you ever told them that you couldn't understand
Yes.
them, and so you asked for somebody that you can?
Yes.
Have you ever got somebody that spoke worse than them?
Oh, yeah.
Every
I've had it happen.
And
both.
it's always a supervisor.
yeah.
I've had it both. I had it where I transferred and was worse, and I asked to be transferred again.
Welcome to Tech Support.
And then I've transferred once, and I got a guy. You could tell he's like a down home country guy. It was great. I love that guy. That one was like, yes, I did it. Mission complete, level completed.
I love it when they give you a name that's like totally not their name. They're like, my name is Robert. You're like,
Yeah.
whatever, Rajesh.
Or Mac Mule.
Where are you at, Rajesh?
When I used to work for
Mumbai?
Ohio.
when I used to work for the company I used to work for, we won't say their name on air, but big company, global company, and they used to have their tech support out of Dallas. That was their main. So we dealt with people that you could actually understand, other than the Texan accent. Everything was fine, and then they decided that they're going to outsource their tech support, global tech support. And so, you know, if you're working on a company that has multi-network ability and you have computer issues or whatever, 90% of the time they remote log in. You got to give them permission, all that stuff. It's not like they just all of a sudden have access to your computer. It's all through. So they would do that with, I think it was like TeamViewer. There was something they used, a program they used, but it would put their name. And it would come up with a Dallas number. There was a Dallas phone number that it would pop up with, because we use Skype business, and then it went to Teams. So it'd have a Dallas number attached to it, which they wasn't in Dallas. And most of the time, the name was Michael or Robert. Those were the two names. But then they'd be like, hello, I am here to take care of your computer. Is there any way that we could just get some permission? And you knew, like, the accent was like,
okay, Ricky Tiki Tabby.
We ain't in Texas no mo.
So when Windows,
I know the line's Kansas, by the way.
Was it Windows 7? When Windows 7 was cut out.
How many years?
Hold on, my life just flashed before my eyes there.
We
I don't remember anything before Windows 10.
Really? We used to run off of Windows 7.
I remember 7.
Yeah. I remember XP. I remember Vista.
XP.
So,
well, I'll come back to that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah. So we were running off of Windows 7, and this was long after Windows 10 came out. And then Microsoft said we're going to stop servicing or stop giving security patches to Windows 7, so everybody needed to be bumped up. Plus, the company that I worked for, their program, they said we're no longer going to be compatible, or we are no longer allowing this to be on our network, so you got to be bumped up. So here's what they did, because they supplied company laptops and all that stuff. Instead of replacing the laptops, they had you stay on the network most of the time overnight, and then they force pushed Windows 10 on your computer. For the most part, it caused no issues. We wasn't allowed to do it. The tech support had to do it. My manager, when I quit, he wasn't my manager at the time, but my manager, when I quit, his computer completely just trashed. Just whatever. Oh yeah, I don't know if he didn't have the memory requirement. I have no idea.
Windows #1.
It's
gripe
anyway.
number one. I hate Windows, and they're like, if it's running, it runs good. But if you get an update and you don't do it correctly and make sure like everything else has like been like your drivers have been updated and all that stuff too.
Yeah,
you're stuck, man.
So nobody's monitoring it. This is all happening overnight. Completely, it tanks his computer for 2 weeks. That's no exaggeration. For 2 weeks, every day he come in, because he was a project manager. So all of his projects, everything like that was on his computer. So for 2 weeks, they tried to get that computer unlocked, and he would call this, and you could only call at specific hours, because, even though they're in Dallas, only an hour behind us, you can only get to them from the first thing in the morning because when you're over in India,
Yeah.
you know,
It's nighttime.
yeah. So he gets on, Robert's his name, and he's talking to him. And the dude's got the thickest accent, Indian accent you could talk to, all that stuff. So finally one day he was like, so where are you at? Because it's a Texas number. He's been talking to this guy for 2 weeks. And this guy says, well, I'm at my computer. And he goes, where's your computer located? He said, well, at my office. And he goes, let me put it to you this way. If I was sitting at your computer and I got up out of your office chair and I walked out to a window, would I see a camel? He didn't get an answer. But yeah, it's funny how all that works. Like, dude, you're not
fooling anybody.
You're not fooling me.
Do you know what you call a 3-humped camel? Pregnant.
You're proud of that one, ain't you?
Actually, I'm not. I didn't even come up with it. So
Yeah.
a listener came up to it, and I overheard them tell the joke. So thank you, Ricky. But no, so going
Okay, so XP. Go back.
XP.
Yeah.
So you okay?
No.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm losing my mind. It's fine. Continue.
Yeah.
Man,
I think you lied earlier. I think you are tired.
I'm not tired. I promise.
dude, you got drool.
That was for me rubbing the mic with my face.
Oh my goodness.
I look over and he's like, more glassy eyed than normal.
John's here, but nobody's home.
Well, to be honest, you guys started
Just
talking
sitting
about,
over there in his chair.
you guys are talking about tech support. And you start talking about tech support, then I think of like compliances, and I've been doing a bunch of compliance stuff, and I'm like, just continue.
I'm not talking about compliance.
So I've done
What I'm thinking.
I did last year I was looking for new jobs, doing the whole process. And I took this one interview. It was so strange. But anyways, like this one lady had like the boss's office. I went in, she had this like 14-year-old 55-inch TV mounted up on her wall and like 16 of those like thrift store monitors that you see, that are like ViewSonic, got like the glass all the way around them like this. But she's like, we want you to go and do a typing test for us. And I was like, okay, no big deal. I do that all the time, whatever. They take me like through like 5 or 6 different, which it's so weird. It was like this, like a strip mall, but they had made it into a major office. So they like knocked holes through the wall. So you walk through all these holes to get through. So I get to where I go to take this test and I'm sitting here and like I get down on there and they got the nastiest looking keyboard that looks like it had been in an office like 20 years ago that some dude like spilt Pepsi all over it and like this nasty stuff. And it has the same old thrift store looking monitors, right? And I go to take this. It's an XP. They don't use a program or nothing. They bring up XP Word and give me a paper.
And timed you?
No, they didn't even type me for it. They just wanted me to type it. Just type it up. They just they didn't do nothing. So the mouse didn't hardly work. So the whole time I'm like I'm just it's so slow.
Did it have the little
ball? That's what I was
ball
gonna say.
in
Was it old school?
Yeah, dude. Like no, you could pick it up and it was like.
That's where you unscrew it, take the ball out, and clean it out, and put the ball back in.
I never knew that. Everything. By the time I got to computers, it was all optical. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Do you know the best prank you could do to somebody with a
Put
mouse?
tape over it.
Yeah, clear tape.
Yep.
No, I
Anyway,
didn't
go
do
ahead,
that.
keep going.
But
I've done that.
It was just terrible. She just like, by the time I got done with it, I was like, I asked her, I was like, if I work for you, will I have a computer like this? Yeah. I was like, I'm done. Take my name off. I don't want to work here.
So
I never looked twice at going back to that place.
That's insane. So you know what I did going back to the prank? So what you do...
Now he's alive. He's awake.
I woke him. I hit the right button.
Yeah. Prank button.
to subvert it even worse, I took the battery out of the mouse, and then I also put the tape. So when they knew,
Wait a minute. They got a mouse. They got a ball. And they're connected.
no.
And they got
He's talking about an optical mouse.
I'm talking about an
okay.
optical. This was at my old job.
Do you never use the mouse with the ball?
I did.
I've seen them.
I did.
I can't say that I ever really.
Man, that's what
I
would play with them.
I would fidget with it. Yeah.
That was my first fidget toy I've ever had in my life.
Was that?
Anyway, go ahead.
So what you do to subvert it is you take the battery out, and they're like, "Ha ha, you took the battery out," ha ha, and then they put a battery back in it, and then they keep working. It's like, why is it not working?
Yeah.
It's still not working. But I love doing stuff. So before I worked in a bank, I worked in a cubicle style office. Literally everybody had cubicles, and I loved messing with people's stuff. It was my favorite thing in the world to do. I'm surprised I never got in trouble. But literally I did the tape thing. One of the annoying, so like whenever you work in an office like that, you have to log in. Like if you leave your desk, you have to lock your computer. And there was like 3-step process to locking.
Yeah.
And I would walk up to people's cubicles and be like, "Hey, can I show you a cool trick with your computer really quick?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'd hit the Windows key and the L to lock it, and I just walk away. So they have to I just did annoying little pestering.
Alt tab 4.
Yeah.
Close out everything they got.
What is it? F4 restarts it or something like
Alt
that.
Yeah.
Alt
F4.
Alt F4 control.
Yeah.
Like, closes out the program completely. I just love doing stuff like that.
But I never did anything like that. We did have, well, I can't say I did anything like that. One story I was thinking of was just more just like messing with people. One time we went through and they did like made us like, they got brand new chairs for everybody. We got new Lazy Boy like roller chairs. And so me and this other girl had to like put them together. And like when we got done, she like started to build a tiny wall like around me. So I was like, okay, I can't be outdone with that. So she left an hour before I did. So I took all those boxes and I built a 3 box deep, like wall, and then like the same all the way up and all the way around her place. So when she came in the next morning, she had to like spend a half hour getting back into her office.
So I worked with a man that didn't know how to read. How he was a mechanic and he drove a tractor trailer, but he didn't know how to read.
Yeah.
And so they would use old time cards,
Mm-hmm.
and he couldn't really even hardly recognize his name. I mean, it was that bad. He started learning how to read working there because they started making him read things. But when he first started, like he could barely make out his name. But he was good at what he did. He was a hard worker. So and he drove.
Just dealt with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just deal with it. So they had old school time clock. You take the card, you punch it in, you punch it out. And for the longest time, we would see his time, and his was the only time card that had a smiley face on it. And it took us a long time to realize it's because he didn't know how to read. So one day we put smiley faces on all of our time cards. He clocked everybody in. I worked second shift at the time, but he would clock us in because he couldn't tell. He got that made, which my dad was the boss. That made the bosses mad.
my dad tells a story
That's
like that.
funny.
But instead of a smiley face, he put a staple in the corner of his.
Yeah.
So they did the same thing.
They did,
Put a staple in
put a staple. It is hilarious. So you talked about your interview. One of the craziest and probably one of my funnest job interviews I ever did was for the sheriff's office. I got laid off 2006. 2006. I got laid off.
I was still in high school.
I was 9.
I was laid off for 2 years. I'm sorry. I'm fidgeting.
I'm trying to figure out. I've been hearing that sound.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that sound?
This right here. It's underneath the table. It's hitting my knee.
It's not me.
Yeah.
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
have to jump with Brother Johnson this time.
I'm sorry. I just realized what I was doing. I was like, what is that
I
noise?
keep hearing that
I looked
noise.
over at Jonathan thinking, man, what are you doing? Anyway. It's
always me.
Anyway, so finally I found a job for 2 years. There was like no place hiring. And so then I found out that the sheriff's department was hiring like 10 new positions to be a jailer. You know, you weren't going to work in a prison. You were just going to work in the jail, but you were going to be a security guard at the jail. Full schooling. You'd go through the police academy and all that stuff, but they wouldn't put you in patrol. You would go to the jail. So I was like, man, that's really cool. So I started looking at the requirements. I met everything, but I was kind of out of shape. You know, everybody's seeing me now. I'm in tremendous
Fantastic
shape right
shape.
now. I'm in more shape now than I've ever been in my life. But so I knew that I was going to have to go through a physical fitness test. So I started running and all
Crunches.
that
I like
stuff.
crunch
Like that was probably since high school, probably the best shape I was ever been in my life. So we first do the test, because they basically said, if you're not smart enough, we don't care if you're fit enough. So they took us to do the written test.
Because we can fix
Yeah.
your broken body. We can't fix stupid.
Exactly.
Not even with duct tape.
And then that basically took 300 applicants, and that whittled it down to less than half. And so thankfully, I was part of the smart group, and I was able to go. I was actually out of 300, I was in the top 15. They didn't tell me where I fell, but I was in the top 15. So I think that's pretty good. But anyway, so then we go into.
They didn't tell me. I just know.
No, he told me that. The only way that you're going to get an interview is if you're in that top 15. And so they called me for an interview. So I knew I was in that. And they told everybody that, like, you were in that top. So anyway, so
They told the stupid people, oh, man, you were in 60.
We go to the jail, and we have to run this little obstacle course that they've got set up. And I kind of overthought what it was. Like, I'm thinking we're going to be jumping walls, and I'm going to boot camp, man. You know what I'm saying, right? So I'm prepared. All it was is you had to go to a wall, and you had to put your arm. You had to do like this little just your
YMCA.
Yeah, like hand-eye coordination. And then you go. No, seriously, they put dots on the wall, and you had to take your arm and reach and do all that. This little hand-eye coordination, all that stuff. So then they put you on this.
They played Twister.
That's what I was thinking, Twister.
So they put you on this line, and they made you run a route inside the jail. They ran you through this hallway. You had to go through these couple locked doors to go into solitary confinement. You had to run up the stairs in solitary confinement, and you had to sit there for like 10 seconds. Then you had to run down the steps, go back out the doors, and then they had one of those lifelike dummies that they trained cutting off of nooses and stuff. They trained carrying it out. So it's actual like ordinary body weight.
Simulation. Yeah.
And it's laying in the floor. You had to, in your run, in your stride, you had to take that and you had to drag that body across the line. And you had to do that within, like, they didn't give you a lot of time to do it. You had to do that within a very small amount of time. The whole time you're doing that, these people are yelling at you like you are in boot camp. You know, I wasn't jumping walls, but I had these people like, you could do better than that. Come on. You know, blah, blah, blah. And
yes,
like
drill sergeant.
Okay, so hilarious. I'm watching these people. I can't see them go through the doors, so I don't know what's going on that side. But I'm seeing them hit this dummy, and every single person falls. They yank the dummy, and they hit the ground. So I'm taking mental note. I'm not doing this. And the whole time, like this one guy's a Marine, and he had 4 years in the Marines. He hit the ground, couldn't get back up. So he's dragging the dummy across. And the whole time there's like, get up. You know, he's basically, the dummy's dead, you know, like, so he's dragging the dude across. So I'm taking mental note. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the one guy that doesn't hit the ground. So I line up on the line. I take off running. I go through the first set of doors. These are doors that have to be button pushed to open. You got to.
So they're hard to open.
They are magnetic.
They are like five. I don't know how heavy they are, but they felt like 500-pound solid steel doors. Okay. They have to push the button for you to even be able to push it. Well, they had them unlocked for us, but you still had to push through it. So I run as hard as I can, and I'm like, man, I'm getting ready to blow through this door. And I get to it. I hit that door, man, and I stop dead in my tracks. Door don't budge. I'm like, and I'm like, so I finally get through the first door, and then fighting the second door because I'm like, okay, I'm just going to burst through this door because, you know, that worked great for that one, and I'm on a time restraint. So dummy me, I go to burst through the second door. Guess what? It don't budge either. So then I go through, like, this is my Ryan Brown thinking in my head. Like, I don't learn nothing. Okay. So then I finally get through that second door, and I'm in solitary confinement, and there's steps. My mind, I'm thinking, and I do this all the time, I can skip these steps, right? Two, 3 at a time. I'm going to get this job because I got a family I need to provide for, right? Well, these aren't normal steps. They're skinnier and they're a little bit steeper. So I'm missing steps as I go, trying to skip them.
You're pulling a Biden, falling upstairs.
So I sit. I finally get there, and I sit, and there's a sheriff. There's an officer there that is counting us down because you had to sit for 10 seconds, and they're timing you. So I kind of catch my breath and I get to the point and I look over and there's one prisoner in solitary confinement with his head up against the window. And dude, he's getting a show for his life because all of us are running up and down these stairs. So now my thought process is it works so well going up, I'm going to skip the steps going down.
Oh, that hurt.
No, it didn't hurt because I didn't skip a step every time I went to do it. Like I said, they're steeper and I'm not taking that into consideration and they're skinnier. So instead of going, doom, 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 I'm going,
Yeah.
because I never did skip a step. And then by that time, I couldn't get my foot.
Get off the roof. Get off the roof.
So I'm like just, tiptoeing through that bad boy. I go to blow through the doors again. I learned my lesson that time. I pulled them, I had to pull them towards me that go. I couldn't blow through them. So I pull them open and I get to where I'm running full bore and I know what I'm getting ready to do. I've prepared myself. I'm not hitting the ground. This dummy, he's going for a ride of his life. It's 120 pounds. They tell you how heavy it is. They even tell you to go and pick it up so you get an idea of how heavy this is. So you're work this thought process out. The only thing that you never take into consideration is you are putting all your force moving forward.
Yeah.
So you're
and
not
it's
just
got exponentially a lot greater because you got this extra weight.
And you've got your adrenaline pumping. 120 pounds, actually,
That's a lot of weight.
It's a lot of weight if you're just trying to do it dead. But when you're running full bore and all of your momentum's moving forward and your adrenaline's up, that 120 pounds felt like 10. When I grabbed that dummy, I hit the floor just like everybody else. And it's because I never expected it to move like it did. And I grabbed it and I jerked. And when I did that thing, it was just like that, quick as could be. And when that 120 pounds came with me, I went on the ground.
Because it felt like 10, but it's still 120.
It's still 120. It was, I look at that, I think about that now, and I laugh because it was just, I will say, the whole process, absolutely loved it. I'm glad that I applied for it. I actually got an interview. They were ready to hire me on, but I decided not to take it because of, I didn't think that I'd be able to continue going to church like I needed to and all that stuff.
Then you might get shivved.
That didn't bother me none because it was
really,
it was jail. Those people, man,
mostly drunk. You're talking drunk tank.
Yeah, and the people that were there
depends on what jail you're going to.
Where it was Warren County.
Oh, those are pretty dangerous people in Warren County.
I was related to some of them inside that jail.
It's still
like I would have had family had my back.
He wasn't going to Montgomery.
It doesn't matter. I mean, jail's jail and still less.
No, I mean, there
I would be terrified.
People.
I get you, but I would be terrified.
I will tell this too. When we
look at that fat boy, I'm gonna get him first.
When we were doing the written part, they were explaining the uniform. They were explaining, we got introduced to the chief, like the main guy or the captain, all that stuff. We got to meet all these people. It was really cool. Like I said, it was a really, really, really cool process. And they were kind of going over the gear, what you would have to wear and all that stuff. So you're going over the uniform. Well, in a security guard, you can't have a loaded weapon because, if they do take over, you're not going to give them
a gun.
You got tasers. And you've got a taser with the one that shoots the barbs, and you've got one that's up close in case
like a stun gun.
Yeah, a stun gun. So the dude that is showing the uniform, he pulls out his taser and he's got it pointed. And I'm sitting next to the guy that was the Marine, so he's got it pointed. Now they're telling us that they've got barbs, and this dude pulls the trigger. He didn't have the barbs in because obviously he's not going to shoot his barbs at us. We were just sitting here ready to take a test. But he pulled the trigger and that taser went off. Dude, that Marine hit the floor. I mean,
scared to death.
All I seen was the chair goes scooting this way and this dude is covered up. And when he realized what he did, because this was not too long after all the war. He was over
PTSD and stuff.
Yeah, he was over in Iraq and all that stuff. So I mean, take his story. I didn't go through his background, so I'm just taking his story.
I'd have dropped to the ground too if it pointed at me.
But he did. He hit the ground, and then he tried to laugh it off, and I was like, dude, don't worry about it, man. I jumped too. I just didn't hit the ground.
I have seen where if you're going through that training, you do take the job and they give you a taser. They do put you through that.
Would you have had to have gotten tased?
Yeah. If you want to buy a taser over the counter, it is a requirement for you to be tased. Even if you're not in, they have to.
I've never seen it. My cousin, we've bought one that never got tased.
I was always told that you had to be tased because you
Sounds
needed
like
to
folklore
know.
to keep you from buying one.
You needed to know what it felt like, so you're not just hitting random people.
Oh, that'd be like buying a gun saying we got to shoot you in the leg. I can testify. I've got a lot of them, and I have never been shot in the leg.
You want this AR-15? All right, go down range there real quick. Let me.
But they do. Military, police, all that stuff. Yeah, they get tased.
Yeah,
I love watching the videos.
They get the barbs. They're not.
Yeah, when you're getting a job.
Yeah, you're getting shot with the barbs.
Taser.
Yep, and then you get shot.
I love it when they're like, the people holding them get shot too.
I've seen some crazy videos of that dude.
Those videos are dangerous.
Dude. There's some crazy stuff.
So funny.
Have you seen the video of that guy? He takes 2 stun guns and he puts them to his jaw right here. I think he calls it a snake bite, and he tasers himself right there. He literally knocks himself out.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah. But
Have you ever seen?
I'm not gonna do it.
Have you ever seen? I can't remember. It might be the Marines. It could be Army. I don't know. Or even, I don't think it's the SEALs, but it's like one of those where they have all the people that's in boot camp and training and stuff, and they're all lined up, and they got to sit there and be absolutely serious. And this dude's coming around with a rubber chicken. And,
I have seen that one. Yeah.
Dude, that one there is absolutely. And if you break, like if you laugh, you have to run. You're out of it. You have to.
Dude, I couldn't do that. There's no way. I would lose 160 pounds my first week of boot camp.
The thought of it is, though, like the reason why I think it was funny, not because of the rubber chicken, but because the drill instructor has got a rubber chicken.
And not just that.
But the thing about it is you can't see that he's coming to you.
And he's not serious either. He's laughing.
He's trying to make you laugh. So he would come up behind, and you don't know he's going to choose. You don't know he's going to choose you because you're straight at attention. You're looking forward. You can't watch what he's doing. And he's walking up and down behind you, and he's going behind the people that he's going. So he's not hitting anybody front way. He's coming up at them behind. And all you see out of the corner of your eye is this chicken going, or whatever the little squeaky noise is, you know?
Yeah.
And while he's pushing the chicken, he's talking. And saying,
are you loving that rubber chicken? You gonna like that?
I need to watch this video.
What the fuck?
Oh, that is hilarious. That is a fun
dude. I'd
watch.
There's no way I could be.
I think if I knew it was,
military.
I think I knew if it was going to happen, I would be fine. But
dude, no, not me. I'm just a happy, lucky, jolly guy that I just love. I love to laugh. So
I love to laugh too.
I couldn't do it. There's just no way. There's not a serious. There's not a serious enough bone in my body to do that.
I don't know if it's going to mean laughing or running. I think
that's what I'm saying. I love to laugh, but I hate running more than I love laughing.
I hate running too, but it didn't stop me from being a class clown in gym class. Yeah, I still did stupid stuff and still laugh.
I guess the question is, did the whole platoon have to laugh or run?
No,
one?
No, just the person.
Okay.
Because there were others that were able to withstand it.
Those are people I don't want to hang out with.
Oh, dude. They got to walk around for that time saying they were the king of the day.
Oh, it's all about bragging rights and stuff like that.
At that point,
yeah. When you get into the level of like, so I love listening to interviews with SEALs and stuff like that and hearing them kind of tell their stories. There's so much bragging rights that if they obviously, if you make it into the SEALs and you make it even higher,
it's not just bragging rights, but as much as you get bragging rights, the rules are outrageous as far as like peer to peer.
So with that being said,
things,
as like utmost respect to any of our military,
absolutely,
any of our emergency responders, anything like that. Utmost respect.
Yeah, we kind of missed Armistice Day.
Yeah, we did. But still, with that being said, because we mentioned it, like I thank God for them each and every single day.
Oh, because they're doing something I couldn't do.
They're absolutely doing something I could do.
But could you imagine Mr. Rogers?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
That dude was a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, I heard he was a sniper. He was a sniper.
Dude, there's so many people that are that.
Well,
you wouldn't even
Bob
know.
Ross
was a
was
military
a
guy.
sergeant major in the
Jimi
Air
Hendrix
Force.
was a paratrooper.
Yeah.
He also played his guitar upside down.
And with his teeth. And then he caught it on fire.
With his teeth. He played it so good.
Nobody
on
knows.
fire.
That might have been the drugs he was on talking.
Well, he had to get hooked on them somewhere. And I'd probably say Vietnam. No, I'm just kidding.
But no, it was, I mean, like I think about it, when you read stories about what those guys did,
Oh man,
and then in the back of my mind, I'm hearing, won't you be
it's
my neighbor?
It's a beautiful day in the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
So it's going to make that a bird. That's a happy little bird. Happy
So-
little mistake.
Happy
Yeah.
clouds.
So do you know people asked him, why did you get out of the military to take on painting? I mean, he was doing painting when he was in the military, and he
Yeah,
learned
yeah.
his wet technique. Bob Ross learned his wet paint technique there while he was
Applying
while he was in
camouflage on his
yeah.
face, putting little happy
But-
trees.
But they asked him. He said,
The guys he was against weren't thinking happy trees.
he
He's
said,
living
I
in
got-
the trees.
he said, I wanted to live a life where I didn't have to yell at people anymore. Like he did not like the
Yeah,
persona.
he was. Well, he left like civilization too. He was like up in like Alaska,
Yeah, he was in
Canada.
Alaska.
like,
But he had
India.
family that lived in Alaska
Yeah.
too.
Dude, that'd be crazy to live in Alaska.
Well,
I'd love to go there once
My mom and dad thought about moving there when we were kids.
for mission work or just to go.
No, we're just more personal.
cost of living there is insane.
Well, there was a lot of things.
Eat a lot of snow cones. Be the abominable snowman on Monsters Inc. Welcome to the Himalayas.
Don't try. Don't eat the yellow ones.
Don't eat the yellow ones.
I'll make more snow coats. No, I think it would just be number one. It would be just crazy to move all the way up there to go from Columbus, big city, to nowhere, Alaska. Like,
I think it depends on what part of Alaska. I mean, you still wouldn't be.
yeah, but I mean,
the-
even then, like they're
Even
big
probably the
cities.
main
You're still
cities,
looking
but,
at like
yeah.
1,000.
could you imagine living in a time where you have like 23 hours of sunlight or whatever?
Or
the case
23
may
hours
be?
of night.
night.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I would
there's
hate
no
that.
way, dude.
Yeah.
I would hate. I hate the time change.
I know the time change is killing me. And then now you're throwing in the snow and the cold. Like this
Well,
cold
And,
weather is-
and even if you get up further up north towards the tundra, it's months of darkness.
Yeah.
And months of daylight. You're
I
just
hate
like-
this time change so much. I complain about it every year, and you're gonna, as long as we do this podcast around this time, you'll hear me complain about it. I hate it so
well,
much.
Congress voted to have it changed, didn't they?
I've heard that.
every year they vote to have it changed, but it never happens, I feel like.
Well, that's because Congress can't do nothing.
Yeah. It should be up to the state, I feel like.
Because there's some states that don't do it.
Indiana don't.
Yeah. Well, you can't use Indiana as an example. No offense to the Indiana.
Well,
listeners.
when you put it into perspective, it's supposed to be something for farmers, and Indiana's a farming state. So
yeah. Well, it's supposed to give them. It's supposed to give them.
And the state of bad drivers.
It's supposed to give them the warning. But
Yeah, but nobody gets up that early anymore.
Well, we don't need it anymore because there's technology. Like,
Well, I see farmers out later than I do earlier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I go
Well,
out
that's because
4 or
most-
5.
that's
know,
because a lot of farmers aren't just farming these days.
Yeah, they got other
they've
stuff
got
too.
other jobs.
Yeah, well, okay. The farmer I worked with, he was also. I worked with him, but he was also my bus driver as a kid, and I was like always surprised that he had this massive farm,
Mhm.
and still, I was like, why do you drive bus? And he goes, insurance. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Big deal.
that's my thing. Is like, I just don't see the point of it anymore.
Shout out to all the farmers too.
Yeah,
Thank God for all the farmers.
thank you.
I don't need a lot of it.
Even if I have to wait 30 minutes, an extra 30 minutes to get home
You
because
eat-
your combine.
you eat beef.
I do. I love farmers. I'm just kidding. I
That's
was
from
mostly
a farmer.
mostly
eat
just
pig?
telling. I was mostly just telling a stupid joke.
It was so stupid I missed it.
I said I don't like vegetables.
This is true. He doesn't.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
He eats
no.
pig.
Well, yeah.
I definitely like
He-
pig.
He eats beef.
Definitely love beef.
I like
chicken.
I like UDF. That's my favorite farm. I like that frozen dairy.
Oh, those milkshakes are so good.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, they had a
Peanut butter chip. But you don't like artificial.
Yeah, I don't like the artificial flavored peanut butter, but
peanut butter chip.
I do like they have
what
a-
artificial flavor?
He doesn't like anything.
I don't like
artificial.
any, I don't like artificial peanut butter flavoring, like in smoothies and stuff where they like add like peanut butter powder or something. I don't like that.
Yeah, but UDF, if you get it in their milkshake, they actually put peanut butter in it.
I just the only thing that I like peanut butter in is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and then like Reese's.
Okay, so
Besides homemade
you want to
stuff.
drink a Reese's cup, a peanut butter milkshake with chocolate ice cream and chocolate milk.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, here recently I've been getting. I don't know if they have it
I'm so
now,
hungry.
but for a while, UDF had that apple cider cinnamon donut.
Yeah, I know you've never quit talking about.
Oh my goodness, dude!
I wish Taco Bell would bring the steakhouse burrito back.
It was.
Oh,
back
speaking of, by the way,
yes.
so do you like flaming hot Cheetos?
Yes.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going with. But go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, I'll get into that one too,
Yeah, yeah.
because it actually does correlate.
Technically, it does. Yes.
Also.
Just
Yeah, I
tis
like
the
Flamin'
year
Hot Cheetos.
season.
Okay, so I just had a bag of dill pickle flavored flaming hot Cheetos.
That sounds disgusting.
Absolutely amazing.
I think I would love it.
dude, the dill pickle salt from McDonald's is amazing too.
I'm going to tell you something, guys. I went and I got the meal yesterday.
You got the Grinch socks?
I went.
Yeah.
I had the Grinch socks
I went to get
for
mine.
it.
I went to get mine, and they said we no longer have them.
We were out.
Wait,
of,
you can get socks?
You get Grinch socks. Yes.
If you get the Grinch meal,
They were out of the box. Oh my goodness! This
What?
drink is hitting me right now.
It's coming. It's a Big Mac, right? It's got a big.
It's a Big Mac or a 10-piece nugget.
and they give you dill pickle salt.
I'm gonna get.
And I'm gonna tell you what, guys.
That dill pickle.
If
salt
you
is
like,
amazing.
if you like dill pickle flavor or just dill in general, you have got to try these.
Now, I will say though, don't use the whole bag
No,
on
yeah,
because they give you a ton.
you
and
will
it's a
be
powder.
dry for days.
Yes, and it'll be overpowering. Salt it,
Me and Lissa
taste it.
split one.
Yeah, salt it, taste it, and if you need more, add some more. Shake it up.
Did you mess up with the whole pack in?
No.
Okay.
So I
Because
was.
when they handed me the pack, I was like, dude, this thing is massive.
Yeah. No, but what I did do though was
I just want the socks.
I got the Big Mac,
I did too.
and
I love that.
I was on the phone with my sister when I ordered it. So she said, "Hey, word of advice." She said, "Don't pour the whole pack because it's powder and it's overpowering." And they do. I mean,
It's probably salt, pickle, and MSG. Like
Yeah.
it's just all inside this little pack.
So it's a big one. It's a big pack.
It's
too.
a huge pack.
And
Yeah.
it's like ground powder. So she's like, don't pour the whole pack on your fries because it's overpowering. So I was like, okay, thanks. So they gave me the fries and I salted, I shook, and then I tasted, and that's how I did it. So I had the warning from my sister, but I had a bunch more left over and I didn't want to waste it. So I flipped open my patty on my Big Mac and I went,
Oh,
I probably overdid it, but man,
I heard people were
Best
putting it
tasting-
on their chicken nugget.
best tasting. If I had ordered
That
the
probably
chicken
would've been
nuggets,
great.
I would have put them on my chicken nuggets.
It was pretty good.
So, Jack Link's beef jerky
Okay.
has flaming hot Cheeto flavors. What other ones did I send you? Was it
There's a Dorito flavor.
like a hot Dorito
Yeah.
and
It
something?
was like the spicy one, I think is the one you sent me.
Yeah. So this isn't the no name nobodies that we tried.
That
was
rubbery
Grippo.
Grippas.
This
That
was
disgusting.
this was the Sasquatch Jack Links.
Was it good?
I don't know. I've seen it being sold. but I
Speaking of
haven't bought it.
Sasquatch, I hope everybody appreciates. Let me get out of the frame here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is Sasquatch eating popcorn. So it was in our last episode, but I just figured since we said Sasquatch, I pointed out.
So I would definitely try it.
Oh yeah,
We got to find it.
yeah. I'll have to. I haven't been looking for it, but I'm sure we can find it.
Funny story about the Sasquatch.
Yeah.
I know we're kind of like completely
Oh, that's
turning the
this.
move here.
Look, listen. This
What was the other thing?
the dill pickle flaming hot Cheeto.
Well, you said. Well, then you said he like look. You said, "Oh, I thought."
That was the
Jack-
McDonald's thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously, guys, we like Bigfoot here. Don't know if he's real or not. We're not going to really say that. Brother Jonathan's still kind of iffy about it.
It depends
But-
on the time of the day and what we say.
He's real right now.
I found this wonderful canvas,
He's so real.
and I went to go check out. And Lissa asked the lady. She goes, "Do you get much of this? Do people buy a lot of this stuff? And she goes, no, this is the first time I've seen anybody buy something like that. And then she goes, this is what blew my mind. She goes, do you remember when all that went down? And me and listeners are like, okay, she has no idea what we just bought. And she's like, yeah, I remember when all that stuff goes down and, you know, R.I.P. Harambe. And I was like, oh my God. So my response to her was, yeah, we're from Cincinnati. That's still soft, the subject for us. She's, oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. I walked out and I was like, we just ruined that girl's day. Because I was like, what's even more disappointing is she thought it.
The
she
fact that she thought that was Harambe is hilarious.
Gorilla. That whole thing is crazy. R.I.P. Harambe.
Yeah, that's what. Do you guys remember when that went down? I was like, wait a minute. Did somebody get attacked by Sasquatch? And I didn't.
We don't sell any of this. Do you remember when that went down? It's like
when we first started this, and it's still on my fridge, but somebody came into the house and wrote Sasquatch is not real _ like the signature Sasquatch.
That's so funny. But no, I think okay. So I think he's back. I'm back in the camp. He's real. Come back next week. I'll probably change my mind again. I want the popcorn. I'm hungry.
Well, I don't feed them here, guys. We don't have a long donut.
Go to McDonald's. And
I'm gonna get one. I want to try one now.
Don't go to Trenton, because Trenton.
Why would I go to Trenton?
I don't know.
Go to Middletown on Brill. They had it last night. That's what I got it.
I just had a shiver hit my spine. Sorry.
Well, the way you said it, I felt retarded afterwards. Like you didn't understand what I just came out of my mouth.
He was like, it was almost looked like he was put off by you telling him to go to Middletown. He's like, you're like, go to the one in Braille. Like, I would never. You'll never see me down there.
Yeah, I'm from Huber Heights. I don't.
That's not ghetto enough for me.
I think we've derailed.
All I'm saying, guys, go and get the Grinch meal. It is amazing. If you see Sasquatch on the way, tell him I said hello.
If they're out, ask for the salt anyway, because that's what I had to do.
Yeah. We'll take a rain check.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll try it. I'll let you know.
Yep.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
See ya.